Hello everybody and welcome back to Space Engineers with Nomadic Survival, where today we're going to continue building the main base rover. Off camera I've been busy to a degree, been messing about doing some building. I was going to record it, but then I decided not to, purely just because I enjoy the side of spending 3.5 hours to 5 hours placing blocks, staring at it for a minute, removing them, placing different blocks until I have something I'm happy with. I'm a very, very slow builder, and it wouldn't have been exciting to watch. So I got on with it for the last couple of days, and I'm going to show you what I've been up to. So we have a nice little ramp or ladder at the back, which leads to this sort of section. And then we're going to have the same usual catwalk, which runs down the centre. You'll probably notice I removed that top bit. Wasn't happy with it. Not sure why, but I wasn't happy with it. So this runs down here, and I've decided that I'm going to be using power efficiency modules on all of the slots for each refinery. And that is for two reasons. Firstly, I don't need yield because I can just mine more. So that's not a problem. I don't need speed because I can just add more. The main concern I'm going to have is power, because I'm on a mobile base, so the only ways I can get power is hydrogen, solar, or like physically stopping, latching to the ground and using wind turbines, that kind of thing, you know, or reactors, something like that. So I've got to be kind of careful, you know, like with how much power I'm using. I've only got 20% left in each of these batteries. I'm going to be building a couple more. I've got a couple more batteries there and a couple more on the other side. But if I go along this way, let's go this way first. We have a nice little bedroom situated here. So this is a little like corridor which runs alongside of this cargo container. A couple little bedrooms and a nice little window. I really like this window. And I know this window is technically backwards, but to have it basically sit on the half block on that side, because this is a full block and that's the half block, it would have to face this way, and I think it looks good. You can't tell. And then running further down here, we've got a cryo, you can see right here. And then we run down, and we have our main medical bay. And a nice little window up front, which looks a little bit weird from the outside, but I kind of like it, and I'm not going to get rid of it, so I like it. The only thing is, I don't get why the windows are so low, like, I feel like they should be a bit higher. Maybe I'm wrong. So that runs along there, and then if we continue and go the other way, I have a nice little kitchen. So I've got a nice little oven, and then some cupboard space, you know, just to prepare my food and all that sort of stuff. Make myself a nice cup of tea. I've got lights dotted around as well on all these different bits of light there. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this ladder. I don't think I am, because I have a staircase here. Unless I make this whole space just to the like control room, and then this ladder leads to this section. It's like I subdivide it, but I feel like I could just have a, you know, walkway or a door here if I needed to. Need to work out how to cover this in a good way. I could, well, the problem is because I've got all these blocks here, I can't place anything over these ones. So I'll have to like place some blocks like that inverted or work out, whatever. We have some void spaces there I haven't welded up yet. But yeah, from the outside it looks a little bit like that. From the side, if I come over here. You know what, let's go into spectator. Where is my, there we go. So we have a nice side profile, and is it already getting nighttime? Let's just make it day, just so you guys can see what I'm doing. So yeah, we've got some nice little shape here. I kind of like it for the suspension. There we go. And over here we have a nice tail hitch, or a tow bar, because I'm planning on actually having a second part to this vehicle, which I'll do later today. And then we run along all of this side, and there's a power efficiency module on that. We have two assemblers, one there and one there. And overall, I think it's an interesting looking vehicle. I quite like it. In the end, I didn't end up going heavy armor. I kept up a light, just because I don't think I'm going to keep this vehicle forever. I think I'm going to be upgrading it at some point soon. But I think for now, sticking with light armor is best. Okay, so what am I doing next? So I'm not going to get any of this welded up currently, just because it's going to be time consuming and things might change. So what I'm actually going to work on today is the back end over here. So my plan is to actually build a, basically this vehicle again on the back. And it's going to be a little bit different because my plan is to have the wheels connected together, and then this like three across is going to be on pistons, which can lower down, and that way I can actually put my vehicle up, or whatever vehicle I make I can attach to it and do that. So that is actually what I'm going to get on with today. If I add a rotor head, and I purposely used an advanced rotor for this, because this is actually piped up into the system. As you can see, it pipes up into that box there and then runs across. So that means whatever I put on these trailers, if I ever switch them out, I will always be able to pipe resources. That's the main reason. I need to get rid of some of its scaffolding. Scaffolding from building. I don't think I've used any hydrogen since the last episode. I think I've actually been quite good. Maybe I've used... I can't remember. Was I on 10? Might be on 10. But yeah, I've used almost nothing, and I've been scaffolding building. It is taking quite a bit of time, but I've actually had quite a good time. I've just been listening to music and chilling out. But you guys seem to like the building of the last one. You seem to like the building on quite a few of the vehicles I make. I get a lot of questions of like, how do you design your builds, and how do you actually make them? A little bit like what I said, I make it up as I go along. Like, I don't really have any necessarily rhyme or reason for what I do in what order. It's a case of whatever flows, right? So you've got to start off with some kind of basic... Don't split this off. You've got to start off with some kind of basic, shape, some kind of idea. And then just... the best way I do it is add more and take away. Or, add it where you need. Is it the best way of doing it? Probably not. But it works for me. And I've always done it that way, so... I think that's probably the way I'll always end up doing it. This tow hitch is really weird looking. I don't quite know what I've done differently, but it feels different. What I think I'm actually going to do is, I think I'm going to do that, and then I think I'm going to add another one. Yeah. That way it can bend, this whole hitch bit can bend. And then this is where it'll bend for the two vehicles. That works for me. That works. Okay. So, we're gonna get all of these parts that we can. And we're gonna have to weld it all up, yeah? A little bit of a weldy. What I think I'm probably gonna do, just to make this video not absolutely insanely long, is probably end up doing another time lapse of me building this substructure. I mean, I'll come back to you when we do the fun little mechanism bit. So, yeah, time-lapse time, I guess. Let's go! Ice and flames call my name. I freeze, I burn, I blame.
I love, I hate the same. It's on my face, I cannot hide from the mistake my parents made. I'm never moving on. Not made from love, a remnant of a selfish motive. Was I needed? Do I need it to go wrong? Polarized, inherent pain pumping through my veins. Eyes in flames, call my name. I freeze, I burn, I blame. I love, I hate the safe I embrace inside of me. I only fuel the fire. But is it wrong for me to fight against the balance of my power? History in halves, one brain. I will break the chain. Oh no, どこには呼ぶ燃える裏目凍ると僕の愛と嫌いにいる Oh no どこには呼ぶ燃える裏目凍ると僕の愛と嫌いにいる I love, I hate the same. Eyes in flames, call my name. I freeze, I burn, I blame. I love, I hate the same.
So this is the U-shaped substructure I said I was going to build. I feel so fancy for using a big word like substructure, even though it's not a very big word. That'll do. And then if I increase the height of this side a little bit. Just like this. And then this one a little bit. Oh, it's already up. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's a little bit straighter. Also, a train. I think that's what I'm going to end up building at the moment. I'm just going to keep on adding modules whenever I need more modules, because this looks cool. Okay, so I have a couple of different ways that I can make this work. Right? And I think the best way of doing it, or best way of showing, is actually I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to do a Microsoft Paint little SketchUp, just so we can all be clear of my options. So let's quickly do that. Okay, so option one, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to select this, like that, and actually create a second one. Right, so option one is we have a joint here, which then can make a ramp which goes down to the ground. You know, let's so that's option one. We make some kind of ramp. Option two is we have some sort of pistons which sit somewhere, right? Like this. And then the actual overall floor of the vehicle can just automatically be lowered. It just sits on some pistons. Like that. So option 1 is basically we either make something which has a ramp which can go up or down. Like that. Or option 2 is we make something which can go directly up or down. I don't know which one's the best. I kind of like this one over here. You know, I like this one for the pure fact that we can. It's different. So what I think I'm actually going to do is I think I'm going to go for this design right here. All right. Good chat. Good Microsoft Paint work, I think, right there. Good solid piece of work. Right, let's get back to the video game, shall we? Wow, isn't that magical? Right, so how am I going to get pistons to work for something like this? I think I can squeeze them over here somewhere. Right. I think I could squeeze them there. Yeah, right, okay, let's do that. Just gonna put one there. One there. One there. And one there. Ooh. One thing I didn't think about is when the ground is uneven, like it is currently, having a piston, like having a ramp which like this, or a floor which lowers down, you can have a problem in like where you run into not being able to do certain bits. I think I can still make it work. I think I can still make it work. Yeah, I've got a couple of ideas. Alright, progress has been made. So much progress, in fact, that I kind of forgot to hit the record button. Which also meant that we have a bit more of a vehicle than I was expecting to have. Yeah. We have a somewhat functional vehicle. As you can see up here, we've got a little pipe which it can use to... As you can see, we've got a pipe up here that used to attach with the connector. That's how we can empty or just, you know, charge when it's not in use. And then we can switch the lock on that. And if I jump over here... We're out of power.
Fuel low.
When did I run out of power? Oh dear. Never mind, I guess I won't be using that for now. I'm gonna put it on charge. Let's jump back over here. Okay, so if I go to the batteries, let's set these to recharge, shall we? There we go. Get a couple of kilowatts in. How are the batteries on the actual base doing? Depleted in 8 minutes and 8... Oh, okay. Well, we gotta work on some batteries. I'm probably got to do that some off camera then. But yeah, so... actually, I should probably get that done now, just so that I can actually use the vehicle, because that's what I wanted to do. Oh, this... No matter how well you think you prepare for things, you never prepare. bed for the things. All the stuff. 22 at a time and I need 80, so that's like 4 runs for the batteries. That's good. Alright. Get these batteries hooked up, and I'm gonna have to sort out my whole power for this Rover. I think I'm probably gonna go with solar and just line the roofs and stuff with panels, like up here even. I can probably have panels. That's probably gonna be my best bet. I can't really think of many other ways I can have easy power on the move, because I would choose hydrogen engines, but I haven't found any ice, and yeah, that's the problem. Alright, how long? 27 minutes. That's better. Alright, but let's do a little testy of this, shall we? Is that safe to drive down? I guess it's a good test. A good test to save and try it. Ooh, actually, before I drive it, what I need to do, which I forgot about, was share nurse attention on all these. That way it's not so shaky. Share nurse dancer, share nurse dancer. Did I share nurse dancer? Yeah, good. And up. And around, and around, and around, and up, and up, and up. Okay. So, this is the first test. Please don't crash and burn. I would like it to at least pivot. There we go. Alright, it's a good start. It's actually working. Very cool, very nice. So that's a simple trailer. Cool. Alright, so let's say I'm gonna slam on the brakes, I'm gonna lock it up, and let's say I want to pretend to actually you know, take this vehicle off. So we detach that, and then what we'll have to do is we can, you know what, let's jump down here, because I've got some. Oh, did I remove them? I removed them. No. Put up there. Oh, I did have some button panels here, but I removed them because I had to flip these wheels around, and I haven't sorted that. No. I don't have any parts now either. Okay, so let's jump up to the front. There we go. Let's lower this down then. And we'll also reverse this. And this is just some free floating hinges, which basically mean no matter what the ground type's like, it should be able to do something. And this can really go down quite a bit more than it actually has, can't it? Alright, so let's go for the pistons. So let's go for like a 1. Let's go 1.5. I think that's good. Cool. I can jump up here, Okay, so. Batteries. How much charge do I actually have? A day. That's a fine amount of power. It's not a day, but it's a day when I'm not doing anything, so that's good enough. So now what I can do is, now that we're deployed, find a good camera angle, we can drive down here, like this, and go my way. And then when I want to come back in, all you got to do is reverse up here. Just be careful that you don't whack the back end. Make sure you're coming in straight, which I'm not really. Up, 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 up. Perfect. Straighten it up. And then... Whoa, bit far. Line it around there.
Low.
And then... Where is the button panel? Panel just here. Let's lift it up. Perfect. Ah, perfect. It's
Low.
even already knows. And then we'll set the batteries to recharge. And connect it. And I need to make sure that I guess I put the arm in a sensible spot. Just like that then.
Low.
Alright. And then it's ready for transporting again. Ooh, actually. I need to set myself a timer block, I think, because this also needs to then reverse. Do I have any parts on me? Do I have any steel? No, I don't. Okay. I need to work out this whole situation, but that's fine. And yeah, overall, I think that is a unique way of doing being able to carry something. And I think that also means that this base isn't going to be here for much longer. I think what I'm going to do between this video and the next one is plug it into the base and try and get these batteries charged as much as possible. Work on this rover a little bit more. But overall, I think if I got one more section, probably make this one the middle section, and get one more section up front, I think that could look quite cool. Make the snake. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end today's video, so hopefully you did enjoy today's video. If you did, as always, remember to hit the like button. It helps me out more than you think it does, and shows this series is one you want to see continue in the future. As always, my name's been Quantum Chief, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!